North Carolina is no stranger to eerie tales, but few are as unsettling as the chilling accounts of black eyed children. These shadowy figures with pitch black eyes have surfaced in the state, leaving those who encounter them gripped with dread and unanswered questions. Three tales stand out: a Marine's harrowing late night encounter at Camp Lejeune in 2009, and a very similar experience reported nearby at Camp Geiger, and finally an unnerving run in near Raleigh's Triangle Town Center Mall. Could be, maybe, could these events be related? Or maybe it's just a figment of someone's imagination. Stay tuned as we explore these chilling tales of black eyed children in the old Tar Heel state. It was a quiet November weekend in 2009 at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. A young Marine stationed in the infantry barracks along River Road decided to stay in, just watching movies on his third floor room. Most of his fellow Marines were out for the night, leaving the barracks eerily still. As midnight approached, an unexpected knock at the door interrupted his solitude. Assuming it was his roommate, he opened the door, only to find two young children standing outside on the walkway. Their presence immediately set off alarms, whistles, and bells in his mind. The children were unnerving. Their eyes were entirely black, devoid of whites or irises. "It's cold outside," one of them said in a monotone voice. "We just want to come in and read." The Marine's instincts, honed through training, screamed at him to just shut the door. Something wasn't right. The children took a step closer, their empty eyes seemingly drawing him in. A cold wave of fear swept over him, and the Marine slammed the door and locked it. For several minutes, the children softly knocked. Their persistence was chilling. Then, as suddenly as they appeared, the sound stopped. The next morning, he reported the strange encounter to the officer on duty, who just dismissed it as a drunken hallucination. But the Marine hadn't been drinking at all. The children and their predatory presence were all too real. Now, just a short 15-minute drive, roughly about 11 miles down the road from Camp Lejeune, lies Camp Geiger, another military base. Now, not long after the 2009 instance, a similar story surfaced. A Marine reported seeing black-eyed children near the barracks. In his account, the children were seen lurking near the entrance of a building late at night. They didn't knock or speak, but simply stared at the Marine who had spotted them. Just like at Camp Lejeune, the children's presence was accompanied by an overwhelming sense of dread. The Camp Geiger Marine, completely unnerved and unable to shake the feeling of being watched, retreated inside, and when he returned moments later, the children were gone. The proximity of the two bases and the near identical descriptions of the black-eyed children raised disturbing questions. Could these shadowy figures be stalking the Marines or unexpected individuals under the cover of darkness? Now, 7 years later, I'm roughly 120 miles away in Raleigh, North Carolina. Another encounter would deepen this mystery. Near the Triangle Town Center Mall, a woman named Carrie Kistner was walking her dog late one evening when she noticed a young boy standing alone by the parking lot. As she approached, she was struck by his unusual appearance. His eyes pitch black, and his face was unnervingly motionless and expressionless. The boy asked for help, requesting a ride home. "Help me," but something about his voice was unnatural, and it sent chills down Carrie's spine. Well, Carrie, she tried to back away, but the boy just stepped closer. The whole atmosphere grew heavy with an indescribable fear. But she trusted her instincts, and she hurried to her car and drove off, leaving the boy standing in the dimly lit parking lot. When Carrie glanced back into her rearview mirror, however, this black-eyed child had vanished. So there you have it. 3 encounters separated by years and miles, yet eerily similar, from the military barracks of Camp Lejeune and Camp Geiger to the city streets of Raleigh, North Carolina. The black-eyed children seem to leave a trail of fear and unanswered questions. Are these figures mere urban legends, or is there something darker haunting the night in North Carolina? One thing is certain, though. Those who cross paths with these mystical, mysterious entities are left with memories that never fade and a lingering sense of unease every time the sun goes down.